Good morning student, welcome back to Mahila Samaja online classes. Today I will teach you class 7th NCERT science topic nutrition in animals. Now we will study what happens to find different parts of digestive tract. First we will study about mouth and buccal cavity, which includes teeth, tongue, salivary glands. Food is taken into the body through the mouth. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. Now, what are the roles of teeth and salivary glands? We chew the food with our teeth and break it down the food into smaller pieces. So, this is the function of teeth. The teeth breaks down food into smaller pieces. Then our mouth has salivary glands which secrete saliva, breaks down starch into sugars. Yes, the digestion of food, starch in the mouth itself. The diagram of carbohydrates, the digestion of starch in the mouth itself. Then the tongue mixes saliva with the food during chewing and helps in swallowing food. After this partially digested food then passes to esophagus. You understand buccal cavity and mouth. What are the function? First we will take the food. Teeth will break down the food into smaller pieces. The salivary glands which are present in the mouth will secrete saliva. What will saliva do? The saliva will breaks down starch into sugar. Digestion of carbohydrate, starch in the mouth itself. Then what will tongue do? The tongue will mix the saliva with the food during chewing and does it helps in swallowing food, and then this partially digested food will passes to the esophagus. Here is experiment to show the effect of saliva on starch. I told you that digestion of carbohydrate, starch carbohydrate begins in the mouth only. Here we have two test tube. One test tube you have taken boiled rice and 3 to 5 ml of water. In another test tube you have to take chewed rice and chewed and boiled rice 3 to 5 ml of water. After that you have to add 3 to 5 drops of iodine solution. We have studied in class 6th iodine solution used to test the presence of starch in the food. Right. Okay, we will add 2-3 drops of iodine solution. You will find that boiled rice. Test tube in test tube. This test tube shows blue or black color in iodine test. Why? Because there is a presence of starch or presence of carbohydrate in the rice. But what happens to this, the one which contains boiled and chewed rice? This test tube will not show any blue or black color with the iodine test. Why? Because when we chew the rice in the saliva, we will break down the starch into sugar. There is no starch present in here, and that why is not showing any color with the iodine test. This experiment proves that the digestion of carbohydrate of digestion of starch in the begins mouth. Okay, starch is the widest Now we will study about second compartment of alimentary canal, that is a food pipe or esophagus. So the food pipe starts from the neck region and runs until the chest area in animals. The food pipe the food moves in a downward direction. The partially digested food moves through the food pipe and reaches the stomach. That it will take the food from the mouth and buccal cavity and will passes on the food to stomach. Okay, before that you might have experienced hiccups sometimes. So why does it happen? This happen when food particles enter your food pipe, enter your windpipe. Okay, now we will look at this diagram. This is our windpipe and adjacent to it our food pipe. Windpipe and food pipe are adjacent to each other. The windpipe is responsible for carrying air from our nose to our lungs. When we swallow the food, there is a flap-like valve closes the windpipe so that windpipe does not go the windpipe. The valve will close the windpipe and it will guide the food into the food pipe. But if you talking while heating the food particles will enter the windpipe and you will we feel choked, you will get hiccups or cough. Now we know the reason that why you experience hiccups because accidentally the food has entered your windpipe instead of windpipe. Okay, stomach is the widest part of alimentary canal. The stomach receives food from food pipe and other end is connected to small intestine. This end is connected to small intestine. So stomach's inner lining produces three things. First one is mucus, hydrochloric acid, digestive juices. Mucus it protects the stomach lining. Hydrochloric acid will kill the bacteria that enters along with food. It also makes the medium in stomach acidic and thus helps digestive juice to act hydrochloric acid to will make the medium acid in stomach acidic and thus helps in digestion. Digestive juice breaks down the proteins present in the food into simpler substances. Now we know that digestion of proteins starts in the stomach. Already studied in the diagram of carbohydrate starts in mouth. Digestion of protein starts in stomach and digestive juices break down in the proteins present in the food into simpler substances. Small intestine. This is our small intestine. The small intestine is highly coiled. It is 7.5 meter long as it is 7.5 meter long. The inner lining of the intestine secretes some digestive juices. So, inner line of the small intestine secretes some digestive juices and also the small intestine receives the digestive juices which is secreted by liver and pancreas. We have studied that liver and pancreas are digestive glands present in our body. They also secrete some digestive juices and they passes onto the small intestine. So, with the help of digestive juice which secreted by liver, pancreas and the inner lining of the small intestine. Complete digestion of food takes place in small intestine. You have remembered this food completely digested in the small intestine. In the small intestine, the carbohydrate breaks down into glucose, fats into fatty acids, proteins into amino acids. Already we studied that liver and pancreas are digestive glands which secrete the digestive juice. Let's study about them little bit in more details. So liver is a reddish brown gland. It is the largest gland in the body and it secretes digestive juice which is bile juice. This bile juice is temporarily stored in a gallbladder and this bile juice plays an important role in the digestion of fats. Okay, this liver reddish brown color. This liver is reddish brown color. This largest gland. This is the largest this is the largest gland in our body. It secretes bile juice. Is temporarily stored in gallbladder. The bile juice plays an important role in this diagram of facts. Okay, we will talk about pancreas. Pancreas are a large cream colored gland. It is located just below the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice or digestive juice, and this pancreatic juice acts on carbohydrates, fats and proteins and changes them into simpler form. So this is the yellow colored yellow colored, you see that just below the stomach, this is the pancreas juice.